Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 1st of September. In this update, a call for more online restrictions to reduce sexual violence. The latest New Zealand Crime and Victims Survey shows an increase in sexual assaults in the past 2 years, despite other forms of crime dropping. The government's putting more foot patrol cops in Auckland, citing increased police presence as an effective crime deterrent. But Korowai Tūmanako spokesperson Russell Smith says we also need to address the influence of the internet.
If we don't get ahead of it, we're allowing the internet to educate our people and reinforce rape culture.
The number of applications granted for emergency housing nationally has plummeted as the government tightens restrictions. Data obtained by our newsroom shows applications have dropped significantly, but the number being declined continues to rise. More applications are being declined than granted in Auckland. Concerned tertiary students are having to choose extra work over studying to keep up with increasing living costs. More than $34 million in hardship funds has been given out by institutions since 2020. Victoria University Student Association spokesperson Aidan Donoghue says things haven't improved much since COVID, and he says they received 940 applications for their winter energy grant this year, compared to 265 2 years ago.
Just to put those in perspective, every application is limited to one per address, and so that's 940 households.
An Auckland planter nursery is racing to save stock after a major fire and says rebuilds could take up to a year. A fire which broke out just before 10 p.m. on Saturday destroyed parts of the major cut flower and exotic plant nursery in Kumeu. Van Leer Nursery's owner, Harry Van Leer, says the fire ripped through 7,000 square metres of sheds, and he says a full recovery could take up to 12 months, and time is rapidly running out to salvage any unspoiled plants. Fire investigators were on site yesterday, but still haven't been able to indicate how the blaze began. A swing into action with recent trepidation about the rapid spread of H5N1 bird flu worldwide. Biosecurity Minister Andrew Hoggards developed a deal with the poultry industry and egg producers to prepare and respond to any exotic poultry diseases. It recognises industry bodies as decision makers and sets out cost sharing between taxpayers and the industry. Hoggards says an uncontrolled outbreak could affect the supply of eggs into our supermarkets. He says as a food security issue, it's important we're as prepared as we can be so people can avoid that cost. In sport, the Black Ferns have secured a World Cup rugby quarter-final berth, beating Japan 62-19 at Exeter. 34-year-old winger Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe becomes the first New Zealander to score 50 test tries. McLaren's Oscar Piastri has taken control in the Formula One Drivers' Championship by winning the Dutch Grand Prix. Teammate and closest rival, Lando Norris, pulled out with mechanical issues. The Dolphins have beaten the Titans 36-30 to wrap up the penultimate round of NRL League. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.